Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin quiet today, very slight upside today. Let's see if it pushes a little higher. It might break micro resistance if it carries on much more than that, but it would not change the overall assumption on the chart. If anything breaks, then I will always give you an update later anyway, or if you want to be up to date, then check out our gold membership. If wave counts change, we will always update as soon as possible on Discord and Telegram for gold members, any updated wave counts. That can of course happen, on the smallest time frames, the smallest wave degrees. They shouldn't really be seen as too predictive, but they are good roadmaps to understand if we're still on track to deliver the bigger picture. And also, just to be aware as soon as possible if anything seems a little bit off on the charts, and to get a very early signal that maybe the chart needs a reinterpretation. But if just a micro resistance breaks, it's not much to there's not much to change anyway usually. So we're going to take a look at that. So looking at the bigger picture, we don't want to lose sight of the bigger picture, of course. This is the daily Bitcoin chart. We are still very high. I mean, compared to where Bitcoin started in November last year, right? I mean, Bitcoin's price nearly doubled. It actually did pretty much double into the July highs. It's of course lost some of it again. We still cannot confirm that a lasting low has been established. Still would favor further downside. However, we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, we talked about it on the smaller time frames that we would personally prefer here a further move to the downside in a W, X, Y structure, and then the Y wave is an A wave and a B wave and a C wave. The reason is that any further upside from here would be less clear. It wouldn't give us a very clear pathway. There would be a lot of not confusion, but yeah, it would be very ambiguous. Whereas if we go down, we finally could flush this whole thing out. It would be fast. Yeah, we would have a wave 1 in wave C, a wave 2 in wave C. Wave 3 is next. Might have started already. Wave 4 and wave 5. This would be ideal. And it could take us down maybe to around about 22K, yeah, to really give you a good projection of where it would send us most likely. I can take here the length of the A wave, then we go to the high of the B wave, and the first relevant projection I really get is at around 21,890. Yeah, if we really start from here, this C wave to the downside. I mean, it might have started, but within the C wave, the third wave. It could stretch out further. 1.618 extension is at 19K, but anything below 18K will put us onto the road for new bear market lows. But we're far away from that, and it's nothing I'm primarily watching for. I'm primarily watching for further upside, but before that further upside happens, ideally, continuation of the move down, yeah? And then we're waiting somewhere here for a reversal signal. Could we have bottomed already? Yes, of course, which is why I've got on this chart the wave 2 low already as alternative. Yes, we could have bottomed. However, I cannot confirm it at this stage. Can't confirm it because we haven't seen the right structure of those lows. At the moment, this is only a corrective move to the upside. It might turn into something more bullish. It might even turn into a larger corrective structure. Yeah, we cannot rule that out. We will use the signal level for that to understand if that's happening. Our signal level against which we focus on lower is basically at 27,480. It is the September high, okay? That's our signal level, and even more confirmation we'll get with a break above the end of August high at basically 28,200 roughly, okay? So these are the two key levels against which we focus on lower. When they break, they tell us, okay, something different is going on. But also then, what I need to see to really confirm that a lasting low has been established here, we need to see 5 waves up, and we need to see 3 waves down. Then we have the next trade setup that can set us up for a third wave rally higher, which can then send us eventually into this target area between round about 44K and 40 to 50K, very roughly, okay? But first of all, it seems likely that Bitcoin is going to go a little lower, but we're going to talk about that when looking at the shorter time frame. As a channel member, you have access to all of these TradingView live charts if you're interested, so you can check the membership links out in the video description. So we want to take a look at this now, this bit. Okay, so I zoom into the 1 hour, 30-minute charts. Yeah, here we see this swing high that was made in September here. This is what I consider a wave 2 high. Okay, off the wave C to the downside, and now we're coming down. I labeled this as a 1-2 setup, and we're now basically, or we completed possibly a third wave yesterday when the price touched the 26,360 level. I made you aware of the relevance of that support level and that it would not be easy to break through. So yeah, we get this bounce, and important would be that in this bounce, the price does not get a sustained break above 26,810 roughly. It would first of all break above the 50% retracement level, which is too high for a wave 4. At the moment, the price is getting rejected at the 38.2 retracement, which is ideal, 26,700. And also, it shouldn't get above, because then it would cut into the price region of the wave 1, which is what we want to avoid, because then this impulse will be invalidated, downside, okay? It could then turn into something different. We can always explore a diagonal. My first view then would be that we probably had here that all of this was a wave 1. Possibly, I will need to look into this. 1, 2, then this is off the wave 3, an A wave, a B wave, which can stretch a little higher. So it would not be bullish just if we break micro resistance. It would just cause a reinterpretation of the chart. Then a C wave down, off wave 3, then a 4 and a 5. So it would carry on just a little bit different, but you can't really say it's this or that. It's just that a break above 26,805 will make us aware that something different might be going on here. I made you aware that it is likely to form here an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Sorry, not inverse, an actual head and shoulders pattern. That would be in line with the Elliott Wave count. But if it pushes slightly above resistance, bear in mind, we talk about a sustained break above it, okay? Yes, invalidation will, of course, occur of the wave 4 and wave 1 if they cut into each other. But then, as I said, it could just be this different wave count that we can just explore on the micro level. And it would not really make a major change, okay? It wouldn't. So maybe, again, this would be a 1, 2. I just put it into a different color here. I make it white. And then, so this is how the alternative count would probably look like. I might play around with it, but I just want to emphasize to you that just a break above micro resistance wouldn't necessarily make it much more bullish, okay? What I would then want to see to really talk about invalidation of this immediate downside, I need to see a break above 27,250, which is the wave 2 high of the smaller degree, and then 27,480 is still a relevant level, yeah? And this B wave would be allowed to push a little higher, and I would imagine that 26,930 is also key resistance here. We had it before here. And you know what? Maybe to keep it simple, I could, I don't know, just leave it like that. I thought, okay, do we add the 61.8 retracement here? But I leave it. So this is just for you to know, okay, there is an alternative, but it's just, we would just talk about some micro structure distortions here if there are any invalidations. At the moment, at least, okay? At the moment, this looks like a three-wave move. It would be ideal now for the price to finish this fourth wave at some point and then to just break down. Let's see if it's doing that today. If it's doing that today, we could get a wave 4 weekend here, this wave 4 on the weekend maybe, but we'll see. Bitcoin has shown that it is very happy to surprise in recent weeks, so that we get a little bit further whipsaw price action is to be expected. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.